Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in. Um, I'm glad you all could be here. What I want to talk about alongside with Jan from New York City Saves Money is we are here to talk about different ways to prepare eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Janet what are some ways she likes to go about preparing eggs.
Thank you, Steve. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well on this wonderful day.
Mhm.
Steve is apparently acting rather modestly about something. I want to congratulate you on this very show being your 200th episode, which is no small feat. Congratulations, Steve.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for the shows. I appreciate them. We
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
them. You know something, Steve, regarding the eggs is really, they can really stretch a budget so much. And for not that much money, if you think about it, 1 dozen eggs can give a family of two, for example, 6 meals, either as an add in or used for main meals. And there are so many recipes. There was a recipe my mom used to make, Steve, with ever hear of Lipton soup mix, the one in the box, the box package, the mix in the box,
Yeah.
chicken soup mix? What she used to do is she would prepare that, and she would take 2 eggs and add it as an egg drop soup. Right then and there, that with some really crusty bread and a salad, it was really good.
I never thought about that's a good trick. I never thought about doing an egg drop soup that way. Although if you think about when you go to a Chinese restaurant or any, that has it, the broth base is like a chicken soup if you look at it. So it makes perfect sense. It would make a good um, imitation or a good knockoff.
It really works for some reason. That specific brand, the way the flavors come together, and it has like the tiny little baby little noodles in it. It just totally works. That's one recipe idea. So for 2 eggs with that packet, 2 people can easily have that with some crusty bread and a salad. That's one thing. Steve, you had a recipe a while ago. I'm not sure if it was on a video or we just shared it, like just speaking, personally on a chat for deviled eggs. Steve used to make killer deviled eggs, if I'm not mistaken. Remember, you used to put them together.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. What I would do is I would reel off. I would boil 6 eggs, cut in half. That'd give me a dozen. And what I would do is I would make my deviled eggs. Um, Everybody's different. I do like to use Miracle Whip in deviled eggs only because it brings the zip out a little more. And then, of course, I'll put the mustard in. I also like a little bit of relish. Now, a good friend of mine, he likes my deviled eggs, but at the same time, he is not a huge fan because he doesn't like that vinegary taste to it, whereas I kind of do. That's one way that I've made deviled eggs before. Another good way to make deviled eggs, and I actually share this in common with a subscriber, and she knows who she is. We both like to use tuna, a little bit of tuna
Nice.
in our deviled eggs. Um, you can use chunk light. You can go with the solid white. The solid white, to me, even though it's considered a little bit drier tuna, it's also a little bit cleaner tasting,
It is.
a little bit lower in fat. So you could always take that if you're not happy with the way it comes out of the can before you combine it with the egg mix or not the egg, yeah, the yolk mixture. You could always take a knife and a fork and break it down a little bit and then just combine it and then mix it in. And it's good. It gives your deviled eggs a slightly different texture. Plus, you're also bumping up your protein level as well. That's
Yes.
what I like about it. And in the summertime, especially, or when the hotter, because here in Florida it gets really hot,
Yeah.
I like to keep a tray or a plate of deviled eggs. So if I get hungry, between meals or as a snack, I'll just go eat a couple of three, and that usually shuts me off.
I have an additional trick about deviled eggs. As far also, I like to put paprika. Also, a good throw in are those bacon bits. Bacon bits, excuse me, work very well with the deviled egg mixture.
Yeah,
Yum.
yeah, the paprika, I always put that on at the very end. I don't think I've ever tried it with the bacon bits, although I know people that have.
It's
I
so
guess
good.
I guess all that would do is just give your deviled egg a little bit more of a smoky, hamish type tape. Okay, I'll have to try that some because
Yeah.
I do like bacon. I do like bacon a lot.
And
So
another trick regarding deviled egg. Many times I've been invited to, potluck dinners, potluck luncheons, or potluck brunches, and they've known me to do what I always do. I'll take an egg crate, like where the original eggs came in that you bought at the grocery store. Wipe them out thoroughly. I'll decorate the outside. I'll put my deviled eggs in that, and it acts as a carrier. So I close it up. I carry it with me, and it's already in its own little crate. It looks so cute. So 12, think about this, a dozen eggs equals 24 deviled eggs. So that
mhm.
is a real party stretcher. It's a great snack. And there
um,
are more tricks about eggs. Didn't you mention you sampled something recently that you kind of liked that was egg based?
yeah. So last week, now keep in mind, um, and I'll mention it. It's not a big deal. And I had done a segment about it a few days back. Yeah, I have an EBT card. And for those of you that don't know, you can buy any cold foods with an EBT, a sub, cold chicken, anything you got to prepare. So one of the things I like to do a lot of the time, if I want a sub, hoagie, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're at, I like to go to Publix and get my subs. Not always, not necessarily a Boar's Head, but I can get Publix brand. So this one day I went in and I ordered a Boar's Head Italian sub. It was on special. So as I'm walking by to go to the deli, uh, would you like to try a sample? I said, yeah, but what is it? Oh, it's quiche Laurent. Okay, sure, I'll try it. It's come in this little plastic little thingy with a spoon. So I got it and I tasted of it and it was really good. I don't think, from what I can recall, I can't remember. It must have been eons back. I don't ever remember ever trying quiche. If I did, I must have been a kid. But it was pretty good. I tasted the onion, I tasted the cheese, I tasted the egg. It wasn't bad for what it was. Um, but you know, when it comes to eggs too, there's so many different things. Of course, I have and I'll go ahead and tell you now, I have a good recipe for a Parmesan cheese omelet. So what all you're going to do is you just get two eggs, three if you, I usually don't go more than three, two eggs, beat it up, get a little bit of milk, a little bit of pepper, get your Parmesan cheese put in there. You don't necessarily have to use just Parmesan. If you have Parmesan and Romano or a three cheese blend, you can put that in. And then, you know, put it in your skillet, a little bit of olive oil or butter, whatever you want. Put it down. Then I like to get a good quality sliced cheese, mozzarella, provolone, Gouda, whatever you want. American sliced, what cheddar, whatever kind of cheese you want, and you put that in it. And then
Yum.
and then what I do when I cook an egg is I like to fold it like a crepe.
Oh,
Look, it's like a crepe effect.
yum for
And it
sure.
and it's really good. Sometimes I like to beef it up and put like ham or turkey, but if I do that, I usually saute my meat before I cook the egg.
Yes.
What that does is the flavor of your meat is in the egg.
It really makes a difference. It's so interesting you said that, Steve. Can I throw in a word about the quiche for 1 second? when you were a child, quiche Laurent was the rage here. It was the bomb. Everybody was doing quiche Laurent in the 70s. That was a totally 70s dish.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. From what I can remember of the '70s, because I was kind of small. That was like pre-K and kindergarten for me. But from what I remember, yeah, I did enjoy the '70s. But I think I tried quiche Laurent. I'm thinking I probably had it, but again, I think that's when it started, and then it just went from there. I think I tried it probably sometime in the early '80s.
Wow,
If I,
that's cool. It lasted till then. And you know something? You don't even have to make it in the crust. I do a crustless quiche, so it comes out really well if you're watching carbohydrates and stuff like that. It's just there are so many things. I mean, look at that wonton, not wonton, excuse me, the egg drop soup, and I mean, there are just so many options, you know. And guys, please indicate in the comment section below what do you do with eggs that we may not have touched upon at all.
See, the thing of it is with me, again, that originated in the Chinese restaurants, the egg drop soup. But I would always order wonton because the name itself, egg drop soup. I have to remember the egg is cooked. For some reason, my mind has a disconnect. I'm thinking egg, break, drop. So I actually think it's a mental thing. My mind keeps thinking, oh, you're eating a raw egg. No, you're not.
No, you're
I
not.
know that. But in my mental,
I understand. Now
you know,
you said you enjoy wonton soup. Ironically, and Steve didn't know this, on the Friday that's coming up in a week. Next Friday, you're watching this on Saturday. Next Friday, I pre-recorded a recipe for wonton soup. But wonton soup starts off raw too, in terms of throwing the wontons in there. So
yeah, I figured that. Yeah, well, it sounds like any other type of meal or anything you prepare. Well, it has to start raw, and then it becomes, what it does later. But
but I do
um,
get what you're saying, like that initial like thought. I do, but it
it's a
tastes really good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I will probably sit down again because I mean, there's a lot of things that I've tried over the years that I cannot grasp a taste for. I hope nobody. Um, there's a lot of things I've tried, couldn't grasp a taste for, like liver. I've tried like 12, 15 times throughout my life. The liver's fine. It's that aftertaste that shuts me off. It's that that texture. That's
And
what.
yet, Janet likes Braunschweiger, which is another word for liverwurst. But if somebody puts like a thing of straight livers in front of me with onions or something, I couldn't eat it.
You couldn't do it, yeah.
But I could have Braunschweiger. Go figure.
I think I've had that. That almost reminds me of a bologna in a
It's
way.
like poor right. It's like poor man's pate. That's what we call it. Poor man's
Is
pate.
that what it is?
We
Okay, I
call it
was
poor
kind of
man's
wondering.
pate. Yes.
Poor man's pate. Okay, that's all right. Okay, I like the sound of that. I never.
Well, actually, pate is, I believe, comprised of liver, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So it's
Yeah,
just like a downgrade version of it.
yeah. Like I know we're talking about eggs here. And another way I like eggs is in fried rice, which I love.
Oh my word, yeah.
Scrambled egg and please, scrambled eggs in general is my favorite egg. Scrambled eggs and bacon is my ideal breakfast. So if any of you, if I ever came, not that it would ever happen, but let's say if I ever came over as a guest, if you do scrambled eggs and bacon, you're my best friend. I'll just,
There you go. You got it all planned.
yeah, but don't get me wrong. If you want to make an omelet, I'm not going to turn that down either.
No.
But um, then you've got eggs Benedict, which my brother-in-law makes a superb one. He puts
Wow.
like a hollandaise sauce over the top. It's to die for.
Yeah. See, that's the beauty of the eggs. They can be dressed up, they could be dressed down.
Right.
You can expand a meal with them. It could just be thing in and of itself. It could be as simple as scrambled egg, or some people eat a fried egg sandwich. They have no time. They got to go out that night. They want something quick. Toast something up, make your fried egg, slap it together. You are done. Have a piece of fruit. You are done.
Now, when I eat a fried egg sandwich, I probably should do it a little more often than not, but I haven't. I don't like my yolk exactly fried. I like it just a tad before. I like my yolk a little bit on the soft side. It could be just a tad, I mean just a ever so slight bit tad runny. I like a soft yolk when I eat um, a fried egg sandwich. I always have, because if you overcook an egg, then what do you have?
True. It's
No,
nothing.
I do like a soft yolk. It can be ever so itty bitty slight runny. I'm fine with that. But I'll do a fried egg as well. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm not picky when it comes to an egg. I'm really not. Except for one. For those of you that love it, more power to you. I've only had it one time in my life. So one time, I think I was in my 20s. I went to breakfast one morning with my dad at Waffle House. And somewhere I got this wild idea, somewhere I heard about it. How do you want your eggs? Poached. I ate every bite, but boy, did it I was brave that day. I could not, part of me, I got to get this, I got to finish this.
Oh, you mustered up the courage to eat it.
I built up the courage to eat it, but I ate it a little fast because I wanted to get it over with. But I'm not a big, for those that can eat it, I'm happy for you, but I've never really been a fan of a poached egg. And I won't do raw either. Those that can do it.
Oh no, no goodness, no. I think they're risky. I'm no doctor, but I wouldn't chance it.
I mean, I know we're not talking about movies and TV, but every time I think of a raw egg in a glass, I think of that scene in the Rocky movie where he.
Yeah, they used to do that back in the day as a fortifying thing, not realizing the salmonella risks they were taking and all that.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, everyone, for less than $5, look at all the meal component possibilities, and that's why we came on here today to just like remind you, even during hard times, you can definitely get around it.
There's another one that I wanted to mention. I think I've seen it in the past. Eggs Florentine.
I heard the name. What precisely is that? Do you know? I don't know that offhand. I heard the name, however.
Well, actually,
you want to give us the correct version,
right?
Okay.
So Steve is going to ask.
While Steve is doing that, I'm going to throw out the question: has anybody viewing this ever tried eggs Florentine or even eggs Benedict? Just curious. Anybody out there?
That disqualifies me. I won't eat it. What is
that? What is it?
Okay, eggs Florentine is a recipe made with poached eggs on a toasted muffin, cooked with spinach and homemade hollandaise sauce. I love this delicious, healthy twist on traditional eggs Benedict. Great.
We can't make this stuff up.
Great. I'm happy. Okay, so basically, eggs Florentine it's really eggs Benedict, but the egg is cooked as poached.
That's what I was thinking. It seemed like eggs Benedict. Yeah.
I'm good. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to give or try poached eggs again. Again, I was in my 20s, so that was at least 24, 25 years back. So I would be willing, because our taste buds change. A lot's happened to me since then. Because I know there's a lot of things that I didn't like younger, but now I love it. Like when I was a kid, I hated eggnog, but I love it now. Aha! Aha!
Aha!
Eggnog. I kind of walked up on that one. Now I have made eggnog before. That's one of the easiest things to make. I mean, what is that? Eggs, milk, nutmeg, cinnamon, right? What am I
It
leaving
could
out?
be done. It could be done.
Yeah, so I mean, they say eggnog is only able to be drank during the holiday. Wrong. You can have it anytime you want. Oh, matter of fact, oh my gosh. I just
Yes.
had a brainstorm. I love how my imagination works sometimes. Why couldn't you incorporate eggnog into a smoothie?
Why not?
Remember now, blank canvas.
Blank canvas for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix my phone because I'm expecting an important call momentarily.
Okay. Well, we're pretty much on the tail end
And
anyway.
yet it won't connect, which is concerning me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know why it's not reconnecting, but well anyway, hopefully this will work. Oh,
Mhm. So, yeah, bottom line, those are some egg recipes to try. And if nothing else, if somebody has some old cookbooks laying around, and I know you have people that are not completely computer literate, but that's where the old standby, the old paperback, hardback cookbooks come into play. You just go to your table of contents, you just scroll down, look at eggs, and then it's going to give you a list.
true.
We just called out a few. I'm sure you've got 50, 75 other ways to prepare eggs, but
That's the reason. You guys jump in, leave your comments for Steve in the comment section below.
right. Well, the comment wouldn't be just for me because you're here too. So they'll
I'm
probably,
here too. Well, thank you.
so
But I respect that this is your channel, and that's
oh, I know,
why.
I know
Yeah.
that. But all right. Janet, I'm glad you could be a part of this. This was fun.
My pleasure to be here always.
Yeah, thank you. And all of you, because without you, why am I here?
True.
It's you
Me too.
guys,
Same
it's
here.
you guys, yeah, that make me want to come on here, 3-4 days a week and put up a video for you guys. So I don't know if it was mentioned or not. You probably did. My mind works so fast a lot of the time, but this particular video is my 200th video.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
And that, and ever since that October 19th day when I started my channel 2 years ago, well, coming up on 2 years and a half actually, I never thought I would be sitting here 200 videos later saying that.
Yeah. No. I can't believe it either. It went so fast, really.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to thank
It brings
all of
baby tears to my eyes because I remember when Steve slammed down the button the first time, the record button.
Yeah.
These are milestones for us YouTubers.
Yeah, I would have started my channel. I wanted to start my channel on your anniversary, which was also my dad's birthday, but I had things going on at the time, and
It
then,
wasn't the right time yet. You did everything happen the way it should. Perfect.
but then in October, I considered that like an early birthday gift to me because my birthday was 12 days after.
There you
So
go.
I just said, you know what? Let's do this. No time like the better. There's nothing going on. Everything's been, and so but again, if it wasn't for you guys, that's what makes me keep coming back. It's you guys, you being here.
He's right.
And I love you, and I love all you guys. I really do. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And definitely. Oh, I wanted to mention. I'm not really sure as of yet what recipe I'm doing for Tuesday, but I do have a pretty nice one that I'm going to be putting up. I just haven't really. I'm tossed up between 3 at the moment, so I may flip
Keep
the
us
coin.
in suspense. Keep us in suspense till
I
Tuesday.
will.
Steve, can I just mention something really fast before I forget?
What?
Come back, guys, tonight to my channel at 7 p.m. because it's a follow-up on the $7 challenge for 9 meals. I'm going to get into that deep dive, 7 o'clock tonight. And Steve, you're coming back to my channel on Sunday, meaning tomorrow, for the Sunday afternoon chat.
Mhm.
So we'll be recording that before you know it. All right.
I look forward to that, so that'll be great. But no, I need to go ahead and conclude. Oh wow, I know you got an important meeting in
Yes.
10 minutes, but I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in this afternoon. I'll see you on Tuesday. Actually, no, you'll see me on Sunday. I forgot about that. Again, my mind works so fast sometimes. But I'll be on Janet's show Sunday,
Yep.
and I look forward to that.
And it's
Uh,
a premiere, guys. So come back and hang out with us.
yeah, okay, sounds good. All right, Janet. Wishing everybody a good day, and I'll see you on Sunday.
Thanks again, Steve.
You're welcome. All right,
Bye
bye.
bye.